Let's watch this video. Let's do it.
22. S2J fought Zain in winner semifinals and was 3-0'd convincingly.
Yeah, I mean...
It's hard to drop that edge guard as Marth. It really is.
I don't know about convincingly. Two of the games, games 2 and 3, I could have won, but yeah, 3-0's a 3-0, right? I think my thoughts and I warned about Mango before I played it. And we are both like, if I just play it a little bit better, could have taken some games and maybe the set. If I just play like a tiny bit better, I thought games 2 and 3 were close, but you know, 3 is 3-0.
Yet merely 2 weeks later at Riptide, he turned it around and won a nail-biter Game 5 in winner quarters, knocking Zain into losers and later securing a respectable 4th place finish. I'm Pipsqueaks, and today I'm going to figure out what changed in between those 2 sets, and maybe teach you a thing or two about the matchup in the process. First up is their Shine set, and also where I need to tell you that I will be doing this from the perspective of a fellow top player, and not as a viewer or stats Andy. If I were to go through every neutral interaction, I'd likely spend 4 hours boring you to death. So, instead, we are going to do this in a way that makes sense to me. Got that? Cool. Going into game 1, S2J immediately uses Nair 3 times in quick succession and gets grabbed for it. And I'm sorry for pausing here. I swear I won't do the analysis thing, where you pause on every single interaction and spend 6 hours repeating the same 4 points, so bear with me. Nair is Falcon's cornerstone aerial for most matchups.
Yeah, I guess. I think Nair sucks. The more time passes, Nair kind of sucks. It's good as like a mid-range zoning tool, no matter what, but better people you play, the more like you whiff or throw it out, it sucks. But you know, you still gotta use it, even if it's not like the best choice often. That's my personal belief, but you know.
But I strongly believe it's his weakest aerial versus Marth specifically.
This is Marth. Maybe. I don't know about that.
Marth can CC it, shield grab it, dash away from it, and dash under it. His Nair beats it pretty reliably, and his instant fair, F-tilt, and F-smash all frequently trade or beat it. Marth essentially has the best combination of long disjointed moves and a low dash to deal with Nair extremely effectively compared to the rest of the cast. In return, Falcon's extremely strong CC and dash dance makes it very scary for Marth to throw out aerials preemptively, which opens up the use of his higher ward aerials like Stomp and Knee. S2J goes on to get counter hit out of Nair 3 times in game 1, only netting him 2 trades with down tilt and side B respectively, and 2 hits that reset to neutral and didn't combo. I swear I'm not a stats nerd. It's a little dishonest of me to frame it like that though, because it's not like any other aerials we're connecting either, which often happens when you're overusing them and neglecting your dash dance and CC. Zain ends the game with a 2-stock, and we switch over to Riptide.
Oh, good! That went for quite some time longer.
By comparison, game 1 starts out a little bit better, as Nair immediately leads into 2 clean combos and a lot of percent. But it's far from enough, as Zain gets a quick 2-stock to end game 1, leaving us with 2 almost identical sets so far.
Like there's no better aerial in that scenario.
S2J goes on to lose game 2 horribly.
Oh yeah, I got fucked. I got watched game 2. A lot of people I talked to were like, yeah, I was watching your set, and then like after game 2 I just turned it off. Thought you lost. Which is fair. I want to say Nair is useless. I guess against the best Marths and Zain in particular, it's pretty bad, right? I was warming up with Free Palestine, and his style is he's good against Falcon, but he plays mad different than Zain, so I think I started Nairing a lot more. That being said, I want to say Nair is like useless. I see why Pipsqueaks says I'm using it too much and why it's bad. So
getting free stocked on Dreamland. whereas he took Zain to last stock twice on that stage at Shine. Realizing that it hasn't worked out for him, he now decides to counterpick Stadium instead. And this is where the magic happens.
I think I Johnny stalked him on the rock stage. I like Stadium in the past before COVID or pre-pandemic, pre-Slippy, because one main reason is the rock stage. The rock stage you can like gamble. It's my ace in the hole because I'm really good at fighting in the pit. Me, Mango, Joey, Alex 19, we're all good at fighting in the pit, and I'm really good at like playing the risk reward. And Marth isn't really good on it too. So this shit popping up was like fucking fantastic. It's like, oh, things really worked out in my way. In my opinion. I think I Johnny Stockton like 1.5 times here. I haven't watched the set since I played him at all, so I think that's what happened.
Demand Johnny.
Good edge guard. You saw the rock. Use the stopping little.
Just get him attack, get back on it.
Wave
Old
hand.
school.
Yeah. Hit the hack dash.
Oh, I saw it.
Yep. Okay.
Never mind. Alright,
Man, the pit.
that was kind of bad,
Don't
but
miss that. Honestly.
good enough.
I like this. Johnny, I feel like he's playing a lot slower.
He is.
But he's working.
He's playing more in a retreat kind of style, which isn't to say he's
Neat.
backing off.
Let's go. Let's go,
He's
baby.
very good, but he's not like throwing himself.
See, the fucking rock stage, that was like a shitty ass Johnny stock, but you know, it's stock in it. It's momentum. It seems about momentum, man.
After having earth-bended his way to a game win, Zain decides to counterpick Yoshi's, which makes sense given how S2J has exclusively counterpicked big stages against him. Personally, I think this stage is one of Marth's best counterpicks in the matchup, along with FOD.
I am not sure. I think playstyle matters the most in 2022. Some Marts fucking kick ass on big stages. More space is good. Some Falcons, they YOLO in a little too hard. And they're only good at YOLOing in. So small stages are better. They're better at scrapping, but they're bad at playing the big stage game. So is it like the best possible counter pick across the board? Maybe for most Marts against most Falcons. I don't know about every time. Kadoran picked FD against me and it worked out well. Could be good, could be bad. I'm good at platforms, scrapping, especially nowadays. But yeah, I think Pipsqueaks right for the most part.
And since it's less chaotic, it's a counterpick I completely agree with. With that said, I've been neglecting to tell you something important. S2J is not good at edgeguarding Marth. In fact, throughout this set, S2J will miss 68% of all his edgeguards. In 13 out of 19 situations, he let Zain back. At Shine, he only dropped 5 out of 10 of them, 50%. Now, Falcon has an incredibly strong edgeguard flowchart on Marth that the legend Chef Rockman, who is among other things Wizrob's coach, compiled in the Falcon Cookbook, what I believe to be the single best resource for learning melee out there. You're probably noticing that the examples on screen almost all include the use of hack stashing to refresh ledge invincibility, something S2J only does once out of both sets, in Game 3 at Shine. The point is, aside from arguably overusing Nair, which I think is understandable, S2J's greatest weakness are his edgeguards.
Only against Marth. Only against Marth. That shit's hard. But I have to go for it. He's right. I have to go for more hack stashes. And I think, based off my memory, game 1, my tech was feeling off. So I tried to like grab ledge, and then my controller just like didn't move. So I got in my own head a little bit, but again, I just need to practice it and focus on edge guarding. Plus, there's a big difference between edge guarding good marks and bad marks. like a huge one. So the go marts make it really tricky. That being said, if you're perfect with Falcon, edge guarding it shouldn't be only like a 50 to 60% success rate like I have. It should be like close to 100 if you're good. But it's fucking hard. You gotta have I'm liking my practice where edge guarding in Pipsqueaks is right.
For me this. What stage has abnormally small blast zones, allowing moves like knee or up air to kill extremely early? That's right. Yoshi's Story. Versus S2J, this might be the single worst stage he could have picked, which S2J is about to take full advantage of.
Self counter pick. Let's go. I don't have to edge guard. Its stage is small.
By now, S2J has started slowing the pace down, using more dash dancing and aerials in place rather than full sending nairs across the entire stage. And importantly, when he sends an aerial across the stage, he now uses stomp and knee much more frequently. Which immediately pays off as he takes stock 1 with an overshoot stomp into the corner. He takes the second stock with a quick back air knee punish on a greedy F smash by Zain, and stock 3 is a classic up air knee. Notice that none of the kills so far came from nairing forward or from edge guards. Finally, he ends game 4 with a clean down throw up air into an edge hog. Zain chooses to go back again, game 5, and the pressure is on. This is where Falcon's amazing weight and explosive kill power really comes into play, as he's easily the better clutch character in the matchup. 30 seconds in, Zain takes the first
Easily better clutch character. Maybe he's right. I have an extreme bias that it's about equal, but I just feel like Mart can like give Falcon like nothing. One opening. It used to be a lot worse, but if you know how to DI, it's like not as bad off the throws, but I don't know. I want to say easily better. I'd say sometimes you can like fuck Marth up in like few moves, but Marth just has to connect more, but connections are easy. Anyways.
Stock with a clean edge guard, but it's far from a safe lead, as S2J quickly hits the 1 in a million nair spacings, where it straight up beats Marth nair, giving him an edge guard and a quick kill to even it up 0-0.
See?
Zain seems to be crumbling slightly under the pressure as he throws out an uncharacteristic dash attack and misinputs an up smash in quick succession. Thankfully, a second later, a second dash attack hits. But just when it looks like a free kill for Zain, he flubs again, massively, by barely missing his run of fair to cover Randall, and SDs in the process. Zain continues to look a little shaken up as he tries to do a short hop nair but gets a full jump instead, which S2J takes advantage of to get a free up air and some damage. Thankfully, Zain cleans up the stock shortly after.
Oh my god. Oh, dope part of it.
Oh, that was good.
S2J shields another dash attack from Zain, but accidentally light shields it, which means he experiences longer shield stun. Something that is normally a negative, but this time it actually ends up functioning as a timing mix-up, letting him hit Zain's dash forward with a delayed stomp to take the second to last stock. It is game point. S2J hits a stomp on Zain's missed dashback and gets some percent, but it's obvious that he doesn't want to throw anything away, as he quickly resets to center, which is something he's been doing all game to great success. It's here the Falcon special comes out. The Wake Up Side B. The odds versus Marth are exceptionally good, since it's very unlikely you die from the whiff punish, and if it hits, S2J instantly wins the game.
Yeah, side B is good. Side B is so good, no question. It's just like it's one of the few matches like where it's like not a bad choice. Every other matchup, raw side B is kind of bad. But every Marth does a game plan where they do a move or something where there's a cooldown after the whiff. Right there is pretty horrible. maybe in my head I was like, it's so bad that it could work. But Zayn is the best player in the world. He's world class. He's not gonna. That was just really bad. If he was gonna like try to go more aggro, but he's not gonna go aggro in the spot when Well, first let me talk about the stock percentage for this right here.
S2J hits a stomp on Zayn's missed dashback and gets some percent.
Yeah,
But it's
that's a stomp. That's free connect. 6 unstill stomp.
obvious
Throw.
that he does.
And I jumped in a way where no matter what he does, I'm gonna get percent. He types left, I up air. He's gonna slide off and forward air, but I'm gonna CC it and be safe, or maybe reversal, or
Also want
he types to the right. I'm happy with getting one hit. So I put myself in a way where guaranteed percent. Once you get marked to like 30%, your next opening could kill him straight up.
to throw anything away, as he quickly resets to center, which is something he's been doing all game to great success. It's here the Falcon special comes out.
I like wave dash forward. Dash dance, wave dash forward. Side B is awful.
The wake up side B.
Every
The
Falcon
odds
makes first
versus
side B.
Marth are exceptionally good, since it's very unlikely you die from the whiff punish, and if it hits, S2J instantly wins the game. It doesn't hit, but he only takes a 7% punish. Disaster for Zain. After a quick scramble, Zain hits on F smash and cleans up the stock with an extended edge guard.
Okay.
Zayn, though. Zayn's like,
I
yeah,
don't think
shut
he's
up. You
dead.
don't know what you're talking about.
you definitely
I'm
don't.
him. Oh, forward smash. No.
That's
Ooh.
there. Okay. Oh, Randall is right there.
It is down to the wire. But once again, Zain throws out a Hail Mary dash attack, which gives S2J the up throw knee. It looks like game over, but Zain barely lives. But it's here
How the fuck did he
that
live that?
S2J
That was
decided
crazy.
that he wasn't going to wait for Zain to win. It's time to finally take the victory with his own hands. When it's right in front of him, he finally goes for an edge guard. And that is how S2J beats Zain at Riptide 2022.
Let's go, baby.
I've been Pipsqueak, and I'll see you later.
Pretty good video. The anal analysis was quite good. I gotta hand it to him. And overall, it's you know, I think it's constructed pretty well. Yeah, he's right. He's right on like almost every count. Like edge guarding is ass. I nerd a lot. I still nerd a little bit more, even though it's like clearly not that good, right? But it's good sometimes, no matter what. And I like doing bad plays sometimes. If you do bad plays, then I'll make your good plays better. So Wizzy, opposite mentality, Gotsu opposite mentality. But I like doing sometimes against the right people. I do like more. I say dubious plays. So yeah. It's the fact he pointed out the Yoshi's twice was a bad pick because my edge guarding sucks was funny. It's interesting. Anyways, yeah. Nice vid by Pipsqueaks. Appreciate him making that. Bad.
Machiavellian is Illuminati. All
If you get more edge guards, they match up. I'll never lose. I think so too. If there's no edge guarding involved, I think I'm the best Falcon Marth. Wizzy's close in his own way too. I think his edge guarding is better. None, I think, is definitely behind, but only against Zayn. I think Zayn counters him. against like Kadoran, I think he does just about as well as me or Wizzy would. Yeah, it's like video. Yeah, I don't know if I should go over the video myself. That kind of wasn't just. I would probably do it in private. Okay, tournament's happening at 7:30.